All right, time for another calculator tutorial. I'm going to show you a new spot on the calculator to do this. I haven't been there before, but we'll be there a lot, pretty much, man, maybe with a few exceptions. Most every calculator feature I really want you to know the rest of the year is going to be in this particular spot. Go to Stat. Okay, we've used Edit. That's where we put data into lists. We've used Calc, typically 1 and 8 to do some quick computations. This is our first time over under test. Okay, you can equate the test features with 4-step problems, right? Particularly with the do step where we do all of our number crunching. This is where it happens. Okay, there's a big list of tests, more than we use. We'll use a bunch of them, but not all of them. I think when you get down to it, I want to say there's like close to 10 of them that we'll use, something in that range. Chapter 8, we'll do 2. On the plan step of your 4-step, if you'll remember, I made you name the procedure for 2 reasons. One, you have to do it. And the second is that name that you wrote will match the calculator test exactly. Okay. So in section 2 of chapter 8, we did a 1 proportion z interval. That's the name of the procedure that we were doing. That is the test that I want to do. Okay. I'm sticking with the example that is in your notes, the one on the kissing example on tilting your head to the right. There's the data. Here's what it needs. Okay, and the calculator doesn't need much. And again, where this would happen in your 4-step is you've written your confidence interval, and you just need to number crunch it, but you don't want to, right? Because you really don't have to show much work in the do step. Write kind of the outline of the interval with your statistic plus or minus your critical value times your standard error. And from there, we don't want to show any steps to simplify. We just want the interval. That's what this will do. All the calculator needs is the number of successes, right? And again, that's who fit the proportion of what we were measuring. Sample size, that's always little n. That was 124. And we had said the confidence level was 95. If you got those 3 things in, what we're really after is that top line. Okay, and if you've done that example from the section 2 notes, that should look familiar. That's the interval that we got. You'll see on a lot of these calculator features under test, they give you a few pieces of information, some of which we need, some we don't. P-hat, you probably already knew that. And it quotes the sample size. So the bottom 2 lines we really aren't interested in, but that top one, that's kind of the last piece that we would put in our do step, right? There's our interval, okay? That's really about it. The test features are intended to make our lives easier, that we just have to give the calculator some basic information, and then it will do the number crunching very accurately and very quickly, which is good.